So this is the first video that's not on my homestead in Australia. I'm actually on a mate's property. It's a 100-hectare private island in northern Vanuatu, which is in the Pacific Islands, and it's completely off-grid. They got solar, they've got boars, they've got cattle and pigs and all sorts of different stuff. He lives here in the village with 12 others, and I wanted to give you an insight into how they're living here self-sufficiently. Also what they've set up here to be able to eat for themselves year-round and also trade with other islands. Here's the solar. There's a fence around it to keep the cows out. Yeah, all the power's coming from here and batteries. I think it's a 5 kilowatt system. This is the Lucas mill for cutting up timber, making the huts. The water pump hut, there's a bore that's 3 meters down and they have unlimited pretty much fresh water. Really clean, refined by sand, and that's used for that's used for all the water.
The aim is to help with a bit of the sustainability of the island. I know they're cute.
So they're for eating, yeah?
Yeah,
yep.
and I like having them as well, but yeah, the purpose is for food. They love pawpaw. They absolutely love it. But yeah, grass and pawpaw is the main one.
Do you have anything that tries and eats them? Like I can imagine that's a great little snack for like a sea eagle or a snake.
Yeah, snakes.
Yep.
Just your normal python.
No venomous ones?
No venomous ones. And hawks. I think the only other thing that can get them is wild cat.
Yeah, okay.
And the cyclone hit, now he's lost all his guinea pigs.
No!
Yeah.
So you're potentially the only one in Vanuatu?
That's breeding them.
That's insane. The goal is in 10 months' time for the island to have 100 guinea pig, which would be very impressive. So if you come and stay, you might be able to luck out on a feed of guinea pig.
Yeah, but yeah.
The rabbits don't try to jump the fence to
not yet.
do
They
a
try
shag.
and dig underneath and get out, but that's why I've got all that copper wire mesh underneath.
Yep.
Stops them from burrowing out.
So you're happy with the construction that holds them in here? Would you do anything different to how you've made this enclosure?
No, not really, because the main thing was to make sure they don't get out, because don't want them sort of destroying the island.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've had them for a couple of years now and they've stayed in.
Have a go at this. These Muscovy ducks are just addicted to the inside of the coconut, which like is an amazing eating. I like it too, but they've just run from about 100 meters to come in here and all fight over the inside of this coconut. Mate, it's like coconut's like cocaine for them. They're just addicted.
All these coconuts we use to feed a lot of the animals. The main stuff for the ducks and that is to get the inside, the Navara. But yeah, we use it for the pigs, the chickens, ducks.
You've got the ducks addicted to it.
They're addicted. That's the stuff there, what we call Navara.
Yep. And that's really good tucker as well.
Yeah. It's actually quite sweet. It's like fairy for us.
If it's good enough for the ducks, good enough for you, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice. The duck's not even flinching.
I just built this little stockyard about a year ago in the hopes of getting a milking cow and getting some fresh milk every day. I rounded up one of my cows, chucked her in there, but just
no milk yet.
Wasn't quite producing enough milk.
What's this one doing over here? That's the bull?
That's the bull. Yeah, he's actually quite playful.
How many cows do you have?
So there's only 3 cows right now. And
yep.
The rest are all heifers, really.
Yep.
He'll bow down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How old would this coconut plantation be?
So the whole plantation now is about 100 years old.
Yeah, wow.
So we had some English settlers that came here in the late 1800s, settled here. The first thing he did was make coconut plantation.
Yep. How many do you reckon were planted? Like either acres or number of trees?
I'd say like maybe a third of the island.
Yep.
he planted coconuts, and like this is the main plantation now that's still here today. That helps with the island, sustains all the animals, sustains us. We use it a lot in our cooking. So.
It's amazing how this area's copped probably a hell of a lot of storm and weather and cyclones over the last 100 years, and they still...
Yeah, coconut trees is one of the rare trees that will always stay standing in a cyclone. Just there's so much flex in them.
Yep.
Wind will go through.
Flowers?
Yeah, then you'll be able to tell.
I think they get the feed, eh?
Yeah. No, I'll give you the feed over here.
Mate, that big boar would have to be 120 kilos plus.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be about right.
How often would you like kill a pig or eat pig, mate?
I reckon we're killing a pig once a week.
Yep.
Because we got wild ones on the island as well.
How many wild pigs do you estimate to be on the island?
It's hard to put a number on it,
Yeah,
but there's, there's a fair few.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're not just killing these ones. Use them a lot for trade.
Yep.
So we get a lot of produce from Motor, exchange a pig. They use a lot in the islands for like marriages, custom ceremonies.
Special occasions.
Yeah, deaths, things like that.
Yep.
So it's high value.
Is it dowries used at all with marriage at all? Like if you marry into a family?
Marry into a family, yeah, you generally give food, pig, even money.
Yep. So this the fruit and veggie patch?
Yeah, basically, like I got two gardens sort of going here.
Yep.
We got this garden mainly just pineapples and pawpaws. I just planted some sorghum recently.
The sandy soil would be perfect for the pineapples.
Yeah, pineapples go well.
Yep.
A few other things tend to struggle a bit, but some things go well. But yeah, the sorghum that I planted there was to try and feed the animals. Yep.
Has anything really surprised you that you've put in you thought would either do really well and hasn't, or vice versa?
Like I got some cacao in there. I've tried a fair bit of stuff, and a lot of stuff hasn't worked too well because of the sandy soil. But in saying that, I just haven't had the time to like
build the soil up.
Yeah, build the soil up, compost and that. So I'm just starting that now. So yeah, then this is the most recent garden where we've planted a lot of our root vegetables: cassava, sweet potato, and island cabbage, which is like a spinach.
Well, that'll be staples.
Yeah, it's staples throughout the country.
Yep.
Off a clamshell, they've used that, they've sharpened it, and that's used as a tool or a weapon. So like, yeah, back in the day there was villages all through here.
Yeah.
They were farming here as well.
Oh, you've got a mulberry here in the middle. So, oh yeah, hang in there, mate. Hang in there. So that you can eat the new leaves on it, and they do them like Sanchoy bao style, like wrap up your mince in it or wrap up your ceviche in it and eat it.
All the dirt here, built up all these garden beds.
How much soil do you reckon you brought over?
Oh mate, it was in the tons. Well, it felt like tons anyway because the back felt
Back's still recovering.
Yeah. But yeah, now it's all sort of lost all its nutrients and.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had all the herbs and everything going during the COVID period where she was proper self-sustainable. Yeah. There was no import of any food, so I was depending a lot on the island.
Do you get much in the way of like weeds come through or like pests in here, or like, and do you need to weed it a lot? And
yeah, you just get normal weeds. Like we got buffalo grass that grows through and it just comes in, but just constantly weeding it.
Yeah. No spray, all by hand.
Yeah, all by hand.
Yep.
But as you weed, you're also removing a fair bit of the nutrient because like comes out of the soil as well.
Yep. Trade off.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Coco. One day you'll make some chocolate for cookout.
This one I got my doubts about, but it's still hanging in. Avocado.
Yeah, okay.
Hanging in.
And the avocado doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
Yams used like in most dishes? A lot of dishes?
Yeah, they use it a lot, especially on the island of Moto. It's probably their most common vegetable.
Yep.
And yeah.
And used same as like a potato, like boiled up or in chips or...
Yep. But it's used a lot in ceremonies as well. Like, you know, whether you gotta do a big sorry to another village, you hand food, you hand a bunch of yams as well.
Yep.
But like, you know, you got this root here, you think it's not just one yam or two yams under here, there could be like 25 kilos of yam underneath.
Really?
Yeah, there's just be a whole system of yam underneath.
Yeah. How old do you reckon this grapefruit tree would be?
At least, I can put a definite on 16 years.
At least 16, because you've been here 16 years, yeah.
And it's been here since then.
Beautiful. This one of the original orchards?
Yeah.
Orchard slash veggie patch?
Yep.
Oh. Do you use frangipanis for anything other than decorative?
Pure decorative.
Pure decorative? Oh, you need decorative, eh?
Yeah, don't.
Well, mate, the breadfruit's hanging in there.
Yeah, this one. It's actually off the same system as that one.
Oh, geez, I didn't even see that one there. Is this where the honey comes from?
That's where the honey comes from.
Are they going to bite me?
No, they're pretty tame. Obviously, lost nutrients.
Yeah. Did it end up throwing fruit? Flowers of fruit? No dragon fruit!
Nah. But I'll show you the compost later. Like,
yeah. Well, we might have just salvaged it. Yep. Oh no, I reckon we've got a feed. Maybe enough for a pina colada. There's a little spider on it and it's been semi-eaten by a little bat or something.
Yeah, so eventually I'll turn this into like a little veggie patch, herb patch. And then, so I've got the compost system here. So I've just got
this is sawdust?
Sawdust, grass, leaves, fruit, veg, even frames I've got in there.
Fish frames?
Yep, fish frames, frames from the pigs, but yeah. So,
and then the idea is you'd get that out into a wheelbarrow or whatever and then build up. Really amazing to be on an island where they're truly being as self-sufficient as possible, and they've set things up to optimize for being able to have enough food for themselves, but also to trade and barter with neighboring islands. So let us know in the comments what you thought about that episode. If you would like me to do more videos in other parts of the world to see how other cultures, different environments are living self-sufficiently, and I'll see you next week.